Thank you, sir, and good evening, all my friends. So you have heard from the industry leaders how State Bank has been, and this 200-year-old, I don't say old, 210-year young State Bank of India has been reinventing itself, always finding out the needs of the customers, finding out the needs of the people, and structuring itself and positioning itself in such a way that we are with the people and we have the blessings of all our customers and the patronage from our customers. That's how we have been growing from strength to strength every year. So in our journey, reinventing ourselves, we have started recently the SBI Incube, which is a dedicated branch for the startups. So the idea came to our chairman, and our chairman herself came all the way from Bombay to Bangalore on January 14th. She inaugurated this SBI Incube. So that shows how much importance is being attached to this particular outfit. The purpose of starting this SBI Incube branch is to provide support professionals from this branch arranges for the professional support in all the areas, not merely relating to the banking, but other than the banking also. Banking anyway we do, the debt funding we always do. We also provide the technology platform in the form of the transaction banking services and all. Every day millions of transactions are put through our technology platform. You name any technology product, we have that. Maybe it near field communication, tap and pay, or 2 days back we even launched one M-Visa product, wherein the QR code, by scanning the QR code, and one can make the payment. It's a massive technology platform. So all this is kept at your disposal. Because now with this technology, you can simply ensure auto accounting and auto reconciliation of all of your transactions without deploying any manpower. It's totally automated so that you don't have to deploy people or incur expenditure with regard to your accounting and reconciliation. Now this Incube branch, how we do is, all of you are youngsters and you have only an idea, and which is going to be made a success. You are committed to your idea, but you don't know how to float a company or how to start a partnership firm. There are several regulatory rules also, so you may not be knowing. You cannot be made to run around to various professionals seeking the advice and spending money. So we thought that for all these youngsters, moreover you don't have so much of patience also to find who is the right person. In India, the most important thing is finding the right person for a particular thing is a challenge. So we thought that we have a lot of empaneled chartered accountants, company secretaries, advocates, legal firms, so many people we have. Because in our professional work, we have the MOUs with them. Why don't we bring all these expertise at one place to make it available to all these young boys who are bubbling with enthusiasm and with a good idea, so that everything we can make available under one platform. So preliminary information and the suggestions can be given through the experts with whom we deal in day in and day out. So that was the idea in starting the Incube. So ever since we have started, the journey has been really good. Again, thanks to all our patrons and the supporters like all of you. We have approximately around 80 customers within a span of 3-4 months. And the idea is, this is only a beginning. And we also have been seeking guidance for our startup itself. How can we provide various services? So we keep arranging various meetings. For that matter, today there is a workshop also arranged on intellectual property rights. I just want to share with you what all State Bank has got is being kept at your disposal. Kindly use it. And you know the technology platform is only various nuts and bolts. For example, POS machines is one kind of a component. M-Visa is one kind of a component. So using these various components, we can structure solutions, customize the solutions for you. On one hand, we have the core banking and the payment infrastructure of the country. And on the other hand, you have your own computer systems in which you do the accounting, you do all your processing and all. We can provide an interface which will be customized to suit you. So that is one we can offer. Debt funding, anyway we do it. All proposals which are technically feasible and economically viable are all being funded. Funding is no issue at all. This special Incube branch is not opened for the purpose of debt funding because we have around 17,000 branches across the country only to do the funding for the fair banking propositions. So that is always there. Apart from that, so this Incube provides all of you a platform wherein you have been given a lot of facilities. It is opened in the St. Mark's Road office where in our LHO complex. So there is a full Wi-Fi and various other facilities. And I have come here only to tell you anything that is in the common good of all of you. We will be extremely glad to arrange for you any advisory services. In fact, State Bank again is a financial supermarket. We have the global factors. We have the domestic factoring companies also. We have insurance companies. We have the credit card company. So all these companies, they extend specialized services. All this is at your disposal. So my request is you kindly, the ideas which you have conceived, you make them a profitable proposition for you and for all these regulatory compliances, regulatory framework, etc. We are there with you. In fact, you know, they have shown in 191 branches in 39 countries we have the offices. So we'll be able to give the expertise on the foreign exchange transactions. If you are taking a VC funding, what are the regulatory compliances, what are reporting requirements to Reserve Bank of India, which you have to comply with. All that we have the required expertise, we'll be able to make available. So thanks a lot for this good opportunity that you have given. And any questions if you want to ask, you can kindly feel free so that I'll be able to take them. Thank you.
Yeah, any questions?
Good evening, sir. I would like to first congratulate SBI team and especially for Incube branch. And I have an account in that branch and I can see the difference and support I'm getting from that branch and entire team and the passion and the kind of support they are providing. I can see even I can reach evening 7 o'clock and the team are working until 8 o'clock. So I was getting opportunity. So I see like for entrepreneurs, especially for the startups, this is very nice platform, ecosystem which they can use to get the networking. And even teams are helping us to connect with the right people. So I would like to congratulate to the team. And now I see as a startup, I came up with a few challenges which as a startup we are facing. Like one of the challenge as an e-commerce company, our target customers are paying, it means our products are going on COD, they want to pay cash and our team has to collect the money. So I saw one of the challenges, they have to pay 57 rupees per transaction. As a startup, it's a very huge amount, 57 rupees as a commission if you are paying. And I saw a few support and they come up with some product and this helped us. So still scope is there because even if 25 rupees it's come down, it's still a big, huge amount because 100 rupees product you are selling and 25 rupees you are giving for the commission, it's a huge amount. Now I see as a startup, I saw like, I came up with the problem statement and I got a solution from the team. Now I see as a startup, another thing is a funding. We have an option, first we invest, evaluate our ideas, put the money, friends, family, and then go with the, yeah, okay, I'm coming on the questions only. So I would like to say, first is angel funding, second is we can go with the VCs. But still, a few startups are there which are confident that they need a money as a working capital. They feel if they get a X amount of funding, they will be profitable by a year time frame. If they will go with the VCs, they have a different calculation and they do not want to go at this stage. But when we go, even like Pradhan Mantri is saying some funding is there, but when we went to the different departments, we came to know we need a 3 years balance sheet. If we can survive for 3 years, we don't need a funding, okay? So we need a funding, debt funding, and we go to the department, they are saying 3 years balance sheet. From where we will get the 3-year balance sheet? We are a startups. Yeah. So I think there is a something scope here.
Yeah,
so
I'll respond to you. In fact, there are new factories which are being coming into existence. They also don't have 3 years balance sheet and all. They also start afresh. Here, the idea for a debt funding is that the proposition should be technically feasible and economically viable. Okay, what do you mean by that? Suppose you come up with an idea. That idea, we should be sure about its success. Because as public sector bankers, we are dealing with the public money. We are custodians of the public money. So there again, any new idea, new ventures that come up, we have a technical consultancy services cell within our LHO. We refer to them for the technical feasibility and economic viability. See, it's a totally new idea. So if we should be sure that the funds that are lent are safe. So depending on the idea and depending on the management's capability and all, as per the Reserve Bank of India guidelines and the bank's guidelines, we analyze, we take up for funding. There is no issue. Only thing is, we have all the greenfield ventures. Bank definitely will have to think twice before they extend the finances. And if a what should I say, startup has to grow, then everybody will have to contribute in the total ecosystem. Government has to extend its own contribution. Banking sector will have to. About the concessions and all, definitely there is no issue. We will be able to consider the way how we have considered in your case. As it progresses, as you keep establishing, depending on the volumes, definitely we will, not only about the volumes, for the startups we can definitely consider bring about a separate policy. We even partially absorb the expenditure for structuring the solutions for your transactions also. So that we have done it, we will be able to do it. Coming to the funding, we have to be sure that it is a fair banking risk. Whatever money that is lent to you is safe. So that is one we will have to study. So then it can be done. Yeah.
Sir, what about the interest rate that you can reduce for the startups?
Yeah.
when you are planning for debt funds for them?
Interest rates, you must be knowing, SBI's interest rates are the best in the market.
No, that is quite common, but do you have any plan for support startups?
No, there are, say, RBI regulations. As the Prime Minister's initiatives, they take shape, probably if RBI comes out with the regulations, now there is a rule of RBI that no bank can lend below the base rate.
And technical...
So that being the condition, we cannot do. So as the regulation evolves, as the RBI comes out with various guidelines, State Bank will definitely be in the forefront to extend the finance at the concessional rates.
Sir, extending from your answer, the technical feasibility and financial feasibility of startups is considered as to the maximum. Whether your policy is strictly following for all the funding you are doing for all corporate companies?
For the corporate customers? No.
Yeah, right now the media is exposing you for funding all the corporates immensely without any regulations. Is it applicable only for startup companies? You are talking about the financial feasibility and economical, technical feasibility.
See, as of now, the regulations are applicable. Whatever regulations RBI has given is applicable to everybody. Once the special policies are made for the startups, definitely we will align. Because no, there is a framework, financial framework within which banks are expected to operate. So that there are limitations on the public sector banks to go beyond that. So that is why we have the venture VC funds and all who, they invest in the seed capital because they also analyze and go in for the investment. So whatever big profits that they make, they'll be able to reap the benefits also. Whereas in the case of debt funding, that doesn't happen. We will be guided by the RBI regulations.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Murthy.
Thank you, sir.
Here's a small token of appreciation from Indigo Nation and the UnPluggd team. Thank you.
All of you, all the very best in your endeavors. And please believe that State Bank is always with you. And for the organizers of this function also, I am deeply indebted to them. And please take it that anything that is for the common good of all of you, we don't hesitate to arrange for it. Okay? Please take freedom and utilize.